Welcome to your weekend focus for March the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you truly for all of your loving, positive, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us this weekend. We'll pull 5. Oh, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords begins it. Okay, and we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Coins, and the Death card. Wow, what a weekend, people. But really, I mean, it is perfect energy for us. So get excited about anything that crosses your path this weekend. We have a little bit of growing to do, probably lessons coming in. The middle card is the Nine of Cups, though. So we want this one to be positive, and it is positive. This is our wishes, our goals, our dreams, our desires, and what we want to manifest in our life. So it is the middle card, so we need to keep that in the conscious. Okay, the rest of the cards are kind of pulling us down in energy, so we need to use it constructively. We need to use it so that we can step into some beautiful energy. Now remember that after this weekend, the moon moves into Aries, so it's mainly a Pisces moon. Okay, I think we start off in Aquarius, but it becomes a Pisces moon for the most part. So, you know, Pisces alone, I mean, that's your spirituality, that's your compassion, but that's also those unrepressed, or those repressed or unacknowledged parts of our identity, ourselves, our routines, our habits, coming out so that we can deal with it, so that we can change the energy, change our environment, change the way we look at things. Okay, the first card is the Eight of Swords, which is our perception. And when you first look at this card, I mean, we look tied up. It looks like there's a spider web almost. It looks like there's a storm brewing. There's swords all around us. We're blindfolded. We're trapped. There's no way out. Now, when we get fearful, when we get anxious, when we get nervous, when we get afraid, fearful, we start to tense up. We start to breathe very shallow. Our breathing becomes very shallow. We can't look long range because we are caught up in the moment of where we are trapped, where we are cornered, where we are limited in some way, in some fashion. And if we just stop, if we just take a couple of deep breaths, we would realize that our hands are free. We could take off that blindfold. And when we take off the blindfold, one, we see we aren't as tied up as we thought. In fact, there's no knots there. It's loosely hanging. And those swords are around us, but they're not in front of us. They're not blocking our way. So a lot of insight could come into something that has been holding you back. It could be the way you have been perceiving something, the way you have been thinking about something, the way you've been going about doing something. So take a couple of deep breaths, especially if you find yourself in a little bit of chaos this weekend, especially if you find yourself restless or fearful. To take that deep breath, to relax for a moment, to realize that you can rip off that blindfold. Now, you may rip off that blindfold through conversations, through actions, but I think the majority of you, it will be through reflection, through meditation, through prayer. Tapping into your intuition, tapping into your higher wisdom. And then when we do that, we have the Nine of Wands next to it telling us, you know, we'll give it up to God. If, you know, for those things that are out of your control, that no matter what you do and how much you worry about it and how much you talk about it, You can't change a simple thing about it. And that's when we need to let go and let God. Let your angels, let your spirit guides, let Source, let the universe deal with it. Give it up. And understand what you do have control over. Understand what you can change. Where your focus needs to be. So this is, once again, this is reflection, this is meditation, this is prayer. And this is looking at certain things, and it's probably unacknowledged parts of ourself or repressed things, especially with the Pisces moon. So when things like that come up, or situations come up that kind of put a flashlight or a beam of light right on that, pay attention to it. Don't try and brush it underneath the carpet. Don't try and hide it under a rock. Don't try and push it back down, because somebody might see it. Because it's usually the parts of ourselves that we don't want to share with others, ever. Understand what you have control over and put your focus on those things this weekend. Now, we have the Nine of Cups here, so this is your dreams, your wishes, your desires. So this is actually opening us up to seeing where we have been limiting ourselves, where we have been dissipating our energy, our resources, our time. Because sometimes we get into doing certain things and we aren't even conscious, not even aware that it's taking us off a path that we have been on. It takes our focus away. It takes our energy away. It takes our time away. So this is where we put our focus back on our path forward. Remember, the new moon is on Monday, so we want to be ready to plant those seeds. We want to set goals for ourselves. We want to look at the dreams, the possibilities of what can be in our life. Now we have on the other side the Five of Coins. And this is where we really need to do a 180 with our thoughts, with our perceptions. This is kind of a woe is me card. This is like looking around and everybody's got it easier and everybody's got it better, and I'm still in this mess and I'm not focused and I don't know where I'm going and I'm not even sure if this is the right way, but I don't see any other way. And breathe. Take that deep breath. Turn around. Face the light. The light actually has this vine coming in with flowers on it. So there is a growth. There is growth. The more positive you can be about what you can do, where you can go, what you can become, where you can focus your energy, where it will matter the most. So this energy could really pull us down. This energy could really make us feel like we are not worthy, we are not deserving. We'd like to start a new business, but we just don't have the funds. Or maybe you want to do it, but you know it needs to be online and you are not computer savvy. So all is lost, right? No. Just the opposite. This is where we see our own limitations. We see where we have limited ourselves. Where we have personally built the wall unbeknownst to ourselves. The moon is in Pisces. This is a beautiful time to get rid of a bad habit, an old habit. Getting out of a rut. Understanding that you're in a rut. And then we have the Death card. Well, the thing I like most about the Death card is that beautiful flower that is blooming in the front that we are unaware of. That is the new path. That is the new journey. That is the new goal. That is the new desires. And it's taken root. It's starting to grow, it's starting to flourish, and we don't even know it because we are so busy and so pulled into the dramas of life, the busyness of life, putting out fires here, there, and everywhere else. This is not a weekend to buy into those fires, into that drama. Somebody else's drama, somebody else's problems. You need to focus it on you and where you want to go. And know that that new path is awaiting you. Now, I almost get it like the horse senses that we're so close to that new path, that new opportunity, that it rears up and says, come on, let's get excited. Enough of this depressing energy around us. Let's get excited. Let's raise our vibration. Let's get positive. Let's think about the things we can do, the places we can go, who we can become. The death card is usually a symbol for something being released, something that has been weighing you down, something that has been pulling you down, dissipating your energy, not allowing you to move forward in the way that you want. Let's see what our wise angels have to say here. So I think it's very strong energy. I think it matches perfectly to what we are walking into. We need to give it a lot of thought. We need to understand where we have been pulling ourselves back, where our actions, our lack of action, is caused because of a fear. Maybe it's a fear of success. Maybe it's a fear of failure. Maybe it's just the fear of the unknown. Maybe it's the fear of what other people may think about you if you try this path, because you've always given everybody such a different impression of who you are, and you're not sure if they're going to like you. Well, they'll like you if they're meant to be in your life. So, Six of Michael flew out. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So it's the light at the end of the tunnel, just like the death card says for us. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief. So breathe those deep breaths in through the nose. And the reason we do it in through the nose is because it's a smaller breath in. It takes more control to get that deep breath. Feel your lungs fill up. Feel your tummy expand a little bit. And then release slowly through your mouth. And do that just, 3 to 5 times. And you will immediately feel a change in how you are perceiving things. You will immediately feel a change in your peace of mind, of knowing that you've got control. Because, and I don't want to get into the new moon energy because I have a video up just for that, but, we are in a 1 year. The sun and the moon will be both in Aries come Monday. So this is the last of, with the moon in Pisces, the release, the letting go of an old habit, an old value system, things that we thought gave us structure and may have given us structure, or peace of mind, or stability, security at one time in our life. But we've outgrown it. We don't need it anymore. And yet we hang on to it, and it actually, instead of helps us, dissipates our energy. We have the Nine of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. So stay determined and move forward. Stay determined. Know that you've got this. Know that you can face any fire that's put in front of you, any wall that's put in front of you, any roadblock that's put in front of you. Stay determined. You've got this. Be prepared for anything. Embrace whatever comes your way. We have the Knight of Gabriel. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. It's so much about trusting our inner wisdom. It's so much about trusting our intuition. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. So this is confidence coming in. Or better yet, own your confidence. Don't allow negativity to tear you down this weekend. I think there may be a lot of that because it's asking you to look at it. Why are you sad? Why are you upset? Why are you feeling restless? Why are you anxious? Why are you afraid? Because once you realize what it is, then you can do something about it. Now you have control again. Now you can move forward. Time to take action. This is bringing in great passion for yourself. The Knight of Michael. Time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion and sudden changes. So we have a lot about the sudden changes. I think things will come in this weekend that we need to get rid of, that we have been, we've had lesson after lesson, situation after situation to make us look at this, and now it is the last ditch effort to really make us aware so that we are not carrying this old energy into a brand new one energy, that we release, that we heal, that we allow endings and closures, and we allow the new beginnings to show up in our life. And we get confident, but we get enthusiastic, we get excited about where we are going, what we plan to do, who we want to become. Those goals, those dreams, those desires that we are putting in front of ourselves. The Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child. New friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Embrace your inner child. Listen to your passions. Listen to your heart. Listen to your dreams. Don't stifle them. Don't push them down. And, embracing your inner child is celebration, happiness, giggles, laughter. So yes, children in childhood. Do you ever see a small baby? You look at them, you make a little funny face to them, and they smile back. They start to giggle. The smallest things excite them. They start to ask why. Why is the sky blue? Why is the world round? Why do we have eggs for breakfast, and why do we eat so much salad? I don't know. Why? Explore your world like it's brand new. Explore your world and start re-questioning some of those things that you have taken for granted in your life. Become the child again. One more. Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Look at that card. The Epiphany. Joy through your spiritual growth. The moon in Pisces is very much about spiritual growth. So get ready to have that epiphany, to have that aha moment when the light comes on and you see everything clearly for the first time. So yes, we are getting ready to go forward, going forward with a strength. But we want to make sure that we are not taking that old baggage with us, that old energy with us, those old values or those old belief systems with us. And if we give it our energy, if we give it our time and we reflect, we will have those epiphanies. We will understand what we need to do or what was weighing us down. Let's pick a journey of love card here. The moon is in Pisces. I think the moon being in Pisces, we are more compassionate, we're more sensual. God speaks, 33. What a strong number, 33. God speaks. When the first sound was born, the air was filled with fantasy, like the flower's sweet perfume, alive in the moment. There was nothing else. Only the energy coursing through my body and the tears on my cheeks as I was carried away on the strings, each note striking a chord within and answering with the emotions of my soul. How priceless the surprise, how powerful the memory to be with the violin when it sings. The divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is an endless music of love pulsating through the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might be a feeling in your heart that only you can assess when you are still, relaxed, dancing, in yoga practice, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other, so you can move closer. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else. For in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that is happening. If you feel you are being nudged, know that you are being nudged by the divine. If you are feeling like you are being held back, know that you are being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you, and all will unfold in divine timing. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of nature or an illogical sense that everything is okay, listen. That's the divine talking to you, reassuring you that it is all unfolding according to the spiritual law in perfect cooperation with your own destiny. So it's very much about paying attention to what needs to be released, what needs to be let go of. If you are feeling nudged, know that you're being nudged by the divine. If you feel like you've been being held back, know that you're being held back by the divine, so that you can gain the wisdom, so that you can gain the understanding, you can gain the clarity, you can gain the confidence and the strength and the know-how to really step into your beautiful path that is really awaiting you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you. A quick moment of your time. We are in some incredible energy. Okay, we are in 1 year energy. So what we do this year, the paths we start, the energy that we ask to come into our lives is going to make a difference for the continued next 8 years of our life. We are entering the spring equinox. The sun is now in Aries. We have the new moon in Aries in which to plant our seeds, our new seeds of development, of growth, of goals, of dreams, of desires. So for a very limited time, now until the end of March, I've got some wonderful specials going on for obtaining a personal reading through me. So if you want to take advantage of a personal reading, now's the time. www.tarotwithtilly.com. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to exploring your new path with you. And I want just the very, very best going forward for you, because I do love you.